Hello, welcome to our video interview with Arek Binczyk, owner of Arbin Limited. Arek is specializing in cleaning and education of people who are looking to start a cleaning business. However, today we are going to talk about Arek's business and his future plans. So, welcome, Arek.
Hello.
Could you tell us how did you come to open a cleaning business? What has motivated you to be an owner of such a company?
Basically, there was two things. First of all, it was that there was big potential, which I found in this country that it's needed to have it. More likely, better quality of the cleanings, especially in the homeowners. And second, it was my private side which I found it in areas that I'm very good in it, and I enjoy it. Make it up something better. Find out in a home that it feels better when it's clean out, and also better organized. So those two things.
I know you are very passionate about the cleaning and the cleanliness. So, what products do you use yourself in the business, and what do you normally recommend to your clients?
So the more likely the first products which is most often it's ecological side products. So this minimal level, which I say for the clients. And second, which I try to provide to the clients, is more natural range. So the main goal for that is that anybody can even drink it, and it's useful for any kind of products in home.
Can you expand on this? You can drink it. What does it mean?
It's mean that you can drink like normal water, but it's not causes any issues for the healthcare. Because I've got two young daughters, and I know how it goes when they play on the floor, and the floor need to be cleanest. But on the other side is that they touch the tiles or the others surface. And if it's something chemicals, then it causes allergic side on the skin. So that's why there was my main purpose, that use products which can be useful for homeowners, especially when there's kids and also animals as well.
Yes, currently we hear of many people being allergic to variety of germs and environments. So you are actually using products in your work which can prevent that sort of feeling. So basically, when we talk about traditional chemical ingredients in your work, you are using things which are eco-friendly, environmentally friendly, or I've heard also in the past that you have made some of your own products.
Yes, so some kind of I always try to test some new things.
Mm-hmm.
So some kind of products I can try to prepare by myself, and I'm just testing it, how it goes, and how they provide with kind of smell, and also with how it look like on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And other things with allergic side as well. And the allergic things, it is true that it's expanding so much in every year, and everybody heard something about it in family side. So it's grown every year. So it need to be find some kind of solution for those kind of people that they need something different on it.
In your opinion, how important is having a house or an office or particularly a food outlet to be clean and germ-free for people?
It's I think it's basic. I think for everybody. If it's right now the main cause of the health problems, it's going by two ways. It's one of it's going by what we can eat, and also second is by environmental safety on it. But when you say about the environmental, then we don't say about just the air, but also we say about the surface, everybody which we can touch or we feel in it or we live in it. But even so, then when we live in a close room and then we just spread the germs between us, then it's causing much more diseases. And when your surface is cleaner and it's in hygienic clean, then it's more likely we don't have to go so much often with medicines on it.
I remember some times ago when we were both members of a business organization, you showed us an experiment with a mobile phone and how much germs can be found on just one handset. Can you tell us a little bit more about how important it is to keep our handsets free and environment free?
Okay, so I think in beginning of this in school, we know that the most important about the hygienic things with our healthcare is going through wash our hands, and everybody knows that they need to keep it in the hands clean, but we don't realize that even the surfaces which like is going in office like keyboards or mouse or others hands even hand towels or even stairs, whatever you can touch so many times. You need to be cleaning. You need to be cleaning a couple of times a day. And when it goes to your phone, so just imagine how many times you touch the phone per day.
Yeah. And
then how many times you clean your hands and how many times you clean your phone during the day. Most often the people don't clean any time the phone, maybe once per week. So there cause so much more germs than in toilet seats. So this is the thing.
So what would you suggest to use in order to keep our telephone handset free of germs?
So basically, you can clean like your hands. So you can use the hand soap on it. So it's more, I think, more efficient. Also, much easier going through. There's also, I think, in market much more different chemicals, but I'm trying to go in much more simple way. So if you hand soap, you've got everywhere. And you can use it, especially when it's a foam on it, so it's much easier cleaning it. You can clean it.
Fantastic. You are specializing in commercial cleaning. So, what would you suggest, for instance, to your commercial client, when it comes to keeping the germs away from the telephone handsets, from the computer keyboards within the office environment?
So there's a couple of things like bad habits. So one of the bad habits which we can change easy way is that we shouldn't eat on the desk. we should either on the kitchen side or the other place,
Or a
which
canteen.
is on canteen or
Mhm.
other place which is more provided for with a table, which we can clean it afterwards straight away. So just try to change places when you getting to when you have to work and when you have to go eat, and also when you need to go to the toilet. Don't make it everything in one place, because this is causing maximum of the germs on the place. And second, which also found it's more likely in most of the office, is just keeping the air more fresh. So don't use the spray. Just open the windows and just refresh during the your meeting time, or if you are going somewhere out of the office, just open the window for 1 hour or 2 hours when you are out, and just refresh the air on it.
But if we are in the high-rise buildings, the windows cannot be opened. Usually they have air conditioning. What would you say about that condition? What effect have the air conditioning on the environment, office environment of
So,
people?
Air conditioned more the you need to check out if there is some kind of filters, air filters. If not, then the suggestion on my side is always to install some kind of device which can provide more refresh air, or change this kind of system to new ones which already have it. So just check out, more likely you need to check out with the filters.
Fantastic. When it comes to your private client, I am from what you have told me before, you've got quite a lot of initiative and shall I say educational information for private clients with regards to keeping a clean environment within the home. Would you be able to explain a little bit to us about what you normally suggest to a domestic client?
It's many things. What we can start. It's always check before we start cleanings. We always make a review of the house, and we always take some questions to the clients about how they often use some kind of rooms, and what kind of way you using for that, and also if there are some animals or kids on the home, then we suggest what they should change or what they use in meanwhile for the cleanings. And so first of all, is most often is changing the products for the cleanings, because there's more hazards on it, so this is not so healthy for it. So this is more likely. And second, which I can say, that there's problems with the germs on the carpets, so that they don't clean it too much often, the carpets. It should be at least once per 6 months is absolutely minimum. And also meanwhile it should be cleanings with dry cleanings, or with the steam even, if you have the dog inside or in children. So this is the couple of, I think, this most common.
If when we talk about carpets, once in a 6 months they should be wet cleaned or dry cleaned, because of the germs and the hair from cat or a dog hair, or is it because they draw too much dust to itself? How would you explain that? What is the reason that, in your opinion, the carpet should be cleaned once in 6 months?
Okay, so it's everything which you mentioned, but all that which we have it on the on the food. All the things which we provide by air, it's going by carpet, and in everything which is in the flowing in the air is going back to the carpet. So in meanwhile, there's everything which is starting from dust, all the kind of germs after it's standing down there, and if you just cleaning like just a vacuum weekly or daily, you don't able to get rid of it, everything like dust. But other things is also that there's causing much more germs inside. So with dry cleaning, so you're not able to get rid of it. So you should at least, this is the recommendation, that in 6 months you should make the deep cleanings of the carpet, but it's only when you don't use it so much often, so you don't have any animals inside or any child. But if you have it, then suggestion on my side is that to make the steam cleanings at least one per month in that occasion.
Particularly where the pets are present.
Yeah. Yes.
Fabulous. I mentioned just a few moments ago that you specialize in commercial cleaning. So what type of commercial buildings do you prefer, or what is your ideal commercial environment that you would like to be considered to be an expert in cleaning?
I think it's more common is office sites, because there's much more people on it, and then we see how it goes with the result when you change over with environmental issues and also with healthcare. Then you see straight away the causes of the solutions which we have it, and then you see also on your side when you live in or you're working down there, what happens with your health, and if also with the air especially, and when you feel that it's fresh, you feel better and you are more efficient in your work, and you feel better that you want to work something.
Would you be able to give us an example of a pre-contract inspection that you have done to a commercial client, and then you started working with them, and what results have you created through your system of cleaning of office space?
It's always a bit it's hard to make the review by the words. It's more better just to have visual see it, or just to feel that you have feeling that is something changed. But basically, which I mentioned already, that main thing is that you don't feel that so much dust in air. I think this is the main thing.
Yes.
Because there's more dust behind the desk, behind the computers, behind the keyboards even, and sometimes you don't realize it how much it is, because if you are used to it every day during the year, and every day was the same, and then it was something change over, and then you are able to feel that something is different. And also with visual things, like especially for me is the kitchen size or toilet size, it's maximum. I put the pressure on it that you feel that it's every during the day you feel fresh space. But also that if you are able to check out with equipment, that it's a massive change. Also there's changing all of the germs as well. So this is the things that is most important for me.
So by keeping the environment, working environment clean, we are not only feeling healthier and we have a cleaner environment, but do we prevent some kind of disease or prevent some kind of illness by doing that, particularly at work?
Yes, I think there's right now we say about much more about the cancer, about other things, big things, big diseases on this time of the century, but we don't understand that when you say about the cancer, there's much more likely that there's some kind of small steps which we provide every day, day by day, and then in a result of that, and you've got a cancer. There's not like you touch something and you have disease the next day and you die next day. If there will be some kind of day, there will be much more pressure on it. But if you don't feel that straight away, the result of the causes of the germs, also on the air pollution, then you just feel that it's something different, or maybe something in other way. It should be need to be changed, but it's most often that it's day by day small things provide in wrong way, which causing the big diseases.
Wonderful. Arek, 3 questions. Question number 1: who would be your ideal creme de la creme customer on commercial side?
I think that I don't have some kind of big amount of it, but as in general, I can say that any owner of the or management of the office side, which have at least 100 people on site, this is the some kind of way we can work, and then you can see the result of our job as well. But we also work with smaller and bigger amounts of the office as well. But in general, where's the people and the cloud people in one place. This is the main thing which I like to have it.
Wonderful. And on the domestic side, are you happy to serve domestic customers as well, or do you prefer to just stick to your commercial side?
So most often we try to be focused on commercial side, but we've got still some clients from homeowners. We do some one of the jobs for them, and sometimes some kind of regular cleans as well. But right now the potential, which is more often on the commercial.
We were talking before the video about real estate agents, and both myself and Arek agree on one thing, that estate agents, they really, in order to gain more clients, could do with a company like yours to provide them with the right type of staging, including cleaning, for the next customers to come and view the property and see the wow effect that you provide for customers. Could you tell us, for a potential estate agent, what type of service would you provide to an estate agent who rent a property to a professional client?
Okay, so the most often it's more, I think, for anybody who want to sell or rent it, that there's visual effect on it. So on the first step, if you're going to visit some property, then you need to see outside if it looks better even by your neighbors. So this is our first step. So just be focused on that. There's doors, windows, and also the path which is going to the property is clean enough that it's visual change between the neighbors. And second, when you when you open the doors, then you need to feel that it's refresh. You feel that it's fresh. It's not stinks. It's not light as something on the air. So you need to feel that it's something refreshing. Second, there's small things like cleaning the corners that you don't see the dust down there, and also the carpet need to be refreshed at least, or make the deep cleaning if it's possible.
Yeah.
That you feel that it's almost like new one. Put it on, and then we go to the windows. When you open the windows, you feel that you see that the frame sometimes is dark, or it's dust on it. So you need to feel that it's also clean enough, and it's look like almost like new ones as well. So then we go to the kitchen side, and also that in toilets, bathroom. And also in that place, especially that place, it need to be visual effect with spotless cleanings on it. So it's more common. Those places are most common for us, so maybe focus on it. So you feel that it's changed over.
Fantastic. So you create a wow effect where someone walks into the apartment or to a house, and everything from the moment you enter the threshold, everything looks attractive, clean, and smelling very pleasantly. Is that correct?
Yes, this is
fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what makes you unique from any other competitor on the market?
So the first, we also, I think we talk about it. So we are focused on the environmental things,
Yeah.
and also about the healthcare. And third thing, which we say about the cost, about the prices, we also try to be working on the budget. If somebody don't want to spend too much money on it, then we try to be on money which they've got it, and what we can do on that kind of way of the cost of it. So those three things which we try be on top of it of the competitors.
Fantastic. Arek, if anyone watching this video would like to get in touch with you, could you let us know how you can be contacted?
Most often you can contact to visit our website. Also we contact I think by email and also by phone, and all the details I think will be
fantastic. We will put all the details below the video, and also on the slides around the video itself. We will be putting some text within the video, so everyone can see the details. And if you wish to get in touch with Arek, you can do so. Arek is serving the Greater Manchester area in the northwest of UK. So Arek, thank you very much for being with us today, and we really appreciate your time and you sharing your passion and the vision that you have for environment, which is something which I think unique. And having myself run about 10 years ago a cleaning business, I also know exactly what you are talking about and how you feel about this business. So I wish you all the success, and certainly we here at Dolphin Global Network will be promoting you around wherever we have our groups. So once more, thank you very much for
Thank
being
you,
with
Maya.
us. Thank you.
Thank you.